Welcome back to your video. In today's video, we're going to be playing skylines, and in today's video, we're going to be doing a speed build. So, in this episode, we, work on our rail network for our suburbs, and then also some of the roads. And then the next episode, we'll be finishing that out in terms of, like, actually doing zoning. We finalized this like, off-ramp coming off a ring road. And then, well, and that's pretty much it. Other than also connecting our train station to the inner city rail network. But so I started off finalizing this intersection. So I just make off ramps coming off of there just in case we don't want to go into the 4-lane road there. Or if you're say needing to go somewhere else, that's just quicker. But so I put those in, and then I made it to where this road, I want to have a road going over it, and then I mostly put in this road just so I could have the off ramp on the other side. And so, well, there's that. And so I just made it to where the highway goes under this, and then well, then I just put the highway directly into the other part of the other side, where I pretty much had it before. I just kind of just had it in these off ramps. But took a bit of fiddling, but I eventually got it to work. And then just to finish it off, I put in some asymmetric roads where the off ramps merge with the normal roads. Just in this way we have that little bit of extra capacity because quite a few cars will be using this. And then I get to work with train lines. So I first did the inner city line, and this one I just had it to where it followed a ring road until it reached the tracks. There are outside connection being these tracks here, and I just connected it in. And then for our commuter rail network that I obviously had to build in for here. And so I first start off by making the tracks all connect to each other, and I just made it to where the outer two, or the outmost one is inner city one, then the outer two they merge into one, and then the inner one I made it to where it just came out onto one. And then I made it to where this far left route came out and went along the other side of the ring road. And then I made the other route split off from it. And then I kind of just had them fall, and they'll probably meet somewhere there. I haven't quite figured out where I'm going to put the stations over on these routes. I've only focused on the routes on the right. So I got to work on building in the train routes, and then to add in the stations, I just put in some of the road networks, which I also looked at a couple of different hubs that I had the option to use, because I wanted to do another hub that, or mini hubs where the routes connected with each other, so that if you wanted to, you could swap between them, and well, you could get pretty much anywhere in the suburbs of our city. And then I also put in our lines, as I started building the stations, but obviously no one's using them because there's no reason to take a train out here. It's literally the middle of nowhere right now. But once we've put in a whole lot of different businesses and residential, these routes will probably be having a whole lot of people going along them, going in and out of the main glass terminal. And then if they are going into the city, they can just take the elevated metro line to our hub, or well, our mini hub. I mean, technically it's probably the biggest, or second or third biggest hub in our city, so it ain't really mini, but I call it mini hub, but you can call it pretty much whatever you want. It's the hub, but that's up to you to decide. But yeah, so I put in the routes, and then I worked on some of the roads, and then that was kind of about it for what I did. And also I ain't making it to where the tracks are elevated, just because that would have been too expensive when they were building them. So as a way to save money, the commuter railroad would have just not elevated them and just crossed the roads at grade, which is where you get road crossings. So yeah, I just did that pretty much everywhere. And it shouldn't cause much problems because it's only going to be the commuter trains going along these rails, and they aren't really insanely frequent like some of the freight trains, in that they're pretty much non-stop and the crossing gates are pretty much always down. But yeah, that's all I did. And well, here's the final product. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you have, make sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!